This is the story of Ria Ramkissoon. Early 2006, Baltimore, Maryland, 19-year-old Rhea is at her wits' end with her alcoholic, abusive stepfather. Now, she confided in her long-term high school friend about this, and her friend told her about a program called One Mind Ministries that takes in troubled teens. And Rhea was down anything to get her away from her household, but she knew her mother was not just going to let her up and leave. So in April of 2006, she told her mother to take her and her 7-month old son, Javon Thompson, to the park. She secretly packed all his clothes in a diaper bag and only left with the clothes on her back. When her mother dropped her off at the park, One Mind Ministry leader, 38-year-old Queen Antoinette, picked Rhea and her son up to take them back to their new living space. By this time, Rhea's mother is blowing her phone up to the point where Rhea turned her phone off and handed it to Queen Antoinette. Now, let me tell y'all who was all at One Mind Ministries. You had Rhea and her son. You had two sisters, Danielle and Tiffany Smith. One of the sisters had a son named Christian, and Christian's father, Marcus Combs. All of them were 18 and 19 as well, just like Rhea, and they were recruited by no other than Princess Trivea, who just happens to be Queen Antoinette's biological daughter. She will be friends with young troubled teens and invite them to join One Mind Ministries. As time goes by, this is looking more and more like a cult. Queen Antoinette did not allow anybody to leave alone. You had to be accompanied by somebody. She took everybody's identification. You couldn't have no phones. You couldn't talk to your friends nor your family. The kids couldn't go to the doctors, and the children had to be homeschooled. And you also had to wear certain colors: white, khaki, or blue. In early 2007, One Mind Ministry was sitting down having breakfast, and after prayer was said, everybody said amen except baby Javon, who is one now, 16 months to be exact. When baby Javon didn't say amen, Queen Antoinette said he had a spirit of rebellion on him, and to get rid of it, he could not eat or drink until he says it. Rhea took the term literally and believed her son was possessed by a demon. She did what Queen Antoinette said and did not feed or give her son anything to drink. Instead, she begged him for days to say amen. And when he didn't, she would cry. Queen Antoinette made her daughter take baby Javon at night just so Rhea wouldn't sneak and give him water or food. About a week goes by and baby Javon's skin is discolored, his eyes are sunken in, his lips are chapped. When Queen Antoinette sees this, she's like, well, all right, I guess we can give him some food. But it's too late. Baby Javon dies in Rhea's arms. Queen Antoinette placed baby Javon on the couch and made everybody in One Mind Ministry kneel to their knees. She said Javon can be resurrected through their faith, and that God speaks directly to her, and that he's the one who named her Queen Antoinette. And Rhea believed this, and she started praying along with everybody else. Rhea cared for her deceased son for weeks. She would read to him, she would sing to him. Queen Antoinette told her that her faith was not deep enough. That's why her son has not risen yet. The landlord started to get suspicious about the group. Now, I don't know if he was getting suspicious of the cult like thing, or that the child was missing, or the smell, but Queen Antoinette made Marcus Cobb measure baby Javon. And they went out and they bought a green suitcase. They placed the baby in this suitcase with mothballs and dryer sheets. And she packed up the group and they moved to Pennsylvania. Now, it's unclear about the timeline, but once they got to Pennsylvania, Queen Antoinette placed the suitcase in a locked shed. Then the group moved again to New York City, leaving the suitcase behind. Now, once in New York City, remember I said the sisters, Danielle and Tiffany Smith, tried to get in contact with a social worker to let them know what's going on. But Marcus Cobbs, the baby daddy, is like, chill, don't say nothing. But one of the sisters said, nah, man, fuck this. And she got through to a social worker to let her know what's going on and that her story is true. Baby Javon was found in 2008, 15 months after he passed, still in that suitcase, still in that locked shed. Queen Antoinette, whose real name is Tony Sloan, along with her daughter, Ria, and Marcus Cobbs were arrested. Everybody pled not guilty except Ria. She took full accountability. They offered her a plea deal if she told everything about the cult. She agreed under one condition. If her son rises, all charges must be dropped against her. She still believed that her son was going to come back alive. In 2010, she took the stand against Queen Antoinette and said that she believed everything she said. She believed that God was speaking directly to her and that her son was possessed with a demon, and the only way to release that demon was through fasting. Rhea said she didn't care if she sounded crazy. In 2010, after spending less than 2 years in prison, she got ordered to be enrolled in a counseling program on a farm in Maryland. This is not no correctional facility, no guards, no nothing. This is a community. She's able to have a job and everything. They said this is a place where she can get out of that cult like state. And that was her sentence. As for the queen and the princess got 15 years in prison, and the queen got 50 years. And the queen said she doesn't feel sorry about that child's death. Marcus Cobbs ended up getting 15 years as well. Now, yellow tape, y'all know I gotta ask. Did Rhea get off?